I'm Nick Powills. I am CEO of No Limit Agency and publisher of 1851. And the column that you can see below you is about putting together a business diary.
What are the biggest stress times of the year for CEOs and leaders, and do you think they come in patterns?
Well, the point of the column, as you'll see, is that I don't know. I believe that CEOs lack responsibility for tracking their feelings and their emotions throughout the year. And that's one of the purposes of the column, is to say this year I'm trying to write down how I feel in different moments, because I know that come November and December I'm getting a little bit worried because it's fourth quarter and obviously we have to ramp up for the next year. I know that typically from June, July, and August I am probably the most relaxed because we've made it to the first half of the year. We can measure how well we've done, and we can gear up for the second half. So this year I'm committing to tracking my emotions, which that means next year I can look back and say on the first week of January this is how I felt, which will help me give better definition to how are CEOs feeling at different points during the year.
Do you plan to keep this as a daily business diary, or is it going to be weekly? And would you do it in the morning, afternoon, night? Do you have preferences?
Well, so now a few weeks into January, I've kept track of emotions, not track of days. So, for instance, on the first day back from the break, I was feeling a little bit uncomfortable because I wanted our agency to gear up faster. So, are we ramping the right way? So it's going to be more so based on when I have my emotional moments and then writing something down. I have a small little notepad that I am going to carry around, call it old school. It's not new school technology. I should be putting this in my smartphone. But this will allow me to track emotions, not days.
Where did the impetus for this idea come from?
December, preparing for our agency summit. I was trying to reflect back on the previous year and felt that I didn't track enough data, because there are the tangible assets of an agency, such as how well have you done from a sales perspective, how have you retained your clients, how have you retained your staff, but those are tangible. I wanted to get into the invincible or the intangible, and those are emotions. So trying to reflect back on the previous year, I thought it would be nice if I knew how I felt in some emotional moment in July and June and May and March and whatever month. I feel like it would have given me something to rely on or have comfort towards in the following year when I was going through emotions that I didn't know exactly why I was feeling the way that I was feeling.
So at the end of 2015, how do you plan to use this business diary to help you grow not only in business but as a person, a father,
Sure.
a friend?
So I feel, it's not a regret, but I feel like had I kept these notes from day one of being a business owner, I would be able to understand the ups and downs of being a business owner a little bit more. So this is year one of the data point. So in retrospect, I wish I would have been keeping these notes since day one. I wish if I were going to become a franchise owner tomorrow, I wish I was writing down how I felt. Because there really is some truth to the chart of happy, happy, unhappy, happy, happy, unhappy, and it's probably going to stream that way all through life. But if I'm not tracking it properly, I can't even reflect back. So at the end of this year, I'll have data point number one. I'll know how I felt in year one at different points. And next year, if I'm having the same feelings, I'll be able to line and say the data was good.
Thank you.